It's halftime. The Eagles have put up a measly 6 points. Hurts has turned the ball over 3 times, 2 times on one play. Outside of one very long drive that mainly 60 yards of came from one play that the Eagles allowed. This game really has not been anything special whatsoever. Eagles defense is keeping us in the game. This offense looks the exact same. They look the exact same. Anytime they do something different and it works, like running the football from under center or throwing footballs like crossing routes and posts and things like that are actually involving the middle of the field, the Eagles go right back to shotgun. Jalen Hurts is forcing footballs and committing turnovers, and his team's cooked. They're cooked. Nick Sirianni said that this team is playing with joy, and he's pleased with how they've played, and they need to do more of that in the second half. I had so many fears about this game because of Nick Sirianni getting more. It was reported that he was going to be more hands-on and more involved with the offensive game plan going into today. Yeah, I'm sorry, man, but like, I don't care how much of an over-exaggerate or I don't know how. I don't really care about how much I'm overreacting to this, or it may seem like I'm overreacting to this, but this team right now, this whole entire organization with Nick Sirianni and his scheme and his buddies making the play calls and his players trying to own up and live to this sort of philosophy that he has right now is just not working. It is not working, and it's not going to work as long as he's there. I don't care what his winning record is. I don't care that we won a goddamn Super Bowl last year. From the top to bottom, this offense specifically, Hurts, AJ, Saquon, the O-line, nobody is playing with the same sort of fire, with the same sort of, like, anything that resembles last year. And I understand year to year things are different. You lose players, coaches change, and all of that. This is the worst we've seen this offense in the Nick Sirianni era. And it is the strongest offense in the Nick Sirianni era on paper. This talent, this roster is the most expensive offense in the league. And it's one of the most talented offenses in the league. And it's right now making our guys, our quarterback, our wide receiver, our running back, our offensive lineman, everybody looks like crap. Jordan Mailata got called for a holding that took off with touchdown. Jalen Hurts has thrown 2 picks and had a fumble. A fumble and a pick were on the same goddamn play. And it was a really bad play on 3rd and 2 when we were driving and it was 7-3. Jake Elliott is missing field goals, 48-yard field goals in a goddamn dome. The only bright side is that your defense has turned the ball over twice and given you chances, and you cannot take advantage of those chances. The players come first, and I'm looking at them, and I'm holding them accountable. Jalen Hurts has played like garbage. Saquon Barkley has been the only bright spot. A.J. Brown had a big drop pass on the first play of the game. Everybody has their role in how this team is performing right now, but it all starts with coaching, and I'm keeping everybody accountable, and I'm keeping things real with you guys because this team right now is so cooked. It's so bad, and I got nothing to give. I've seen this team go through so much with Nick Sirianni in 2021 and 2023, and now, like, how do we go from the highest of highs, 2 Super Bowl appearances, to the lowest of lows, talented rosters, choking and falling apart in December? Like, I don't understand how this happens year in and year out. And I'm over it. I'm truly over it. I'll see you guys at the end of the game.